A few months ago, I was asked to help a large high school in California having problems with vandalism in the boys' bathroom. For months and months, the boys were tearing soap dispensers and paper towel dispensers off the walls, flushing vape pens down the toilets, graffiti on the bathroom stalls. On 2 occasions, they even tore sinks off the walls, all during the school day. Then it all came to a head when a student brought a boombox and started a dance party in the bathroom during lunch. About 60 to 70 teenage boys swarmed, crowding into the bathroom and damaging sinks, toilets, stalls, and dispensers. They flushed so many vape pens down the toilet that the entire school sewage system backed up into the outside corridors. Due to inconsistent monitoring, lack of cameras, and sheer number of people involved, there was no real proof of who was to blame. Now, the high school was just starting on PBIS, so they didn't have any systems in place to prevent the vandalism. They hadn't established a clear expectation of how to behave in a bathroom. They didn't even have a bathroom pass system to verify who had permission to be out of class. They hadn't taught the expectations through school-wide lessons or campaigns that you would normally see in a PBIS school, nor had they any kind of positive reinforcement system that we could have used to improve the situation. Like, for example, we could have rewarded the number of days without incidents. And they couldn't really give any consequences to the students involved because they didn't know who they were. Without a clear bathroom pass system, a lack of cameras, and inconsistent supervision at the bathroom itself, they could only guess at who was responsible. While implementing PBIS at Tier 1 would have prevented the vandalism problem for the most part, we needed to address it. The school leaders wanted to bring people together to address the situation and find out what was going on. What were the unmet needs in the school that was making this happen not once but over and over again? So we invited students who represented important parts of the school community, different grade levels, boys and girls, not just top students, but leaders of other social groups. We also invited the custodian, assistant principals, the school district director of maintenance and operations, and a few teachers. By the time we held the circle, we had about 40 people all prepared to participate and speak openly about the needs in the school. I invited each person to share how they were impacted by the problem. One boy said because the boys' bathroom felt so unsafe, he wouldn't drink any water at school all day, leaving him with headaches from dehydration. Another girl broke down crying when she described how disgusting it was to have the sewage backing up into the corridor after the boys flushed vape pens down the toilet. She said the smell made her nauseous and was so strong the students couldn't focus in class. And the new school custodian said that she had to throw away all of her new shoes and her new clothes after cleaning up the sewage flood. The director of operations shared that the vandalism had cost the school over $23,000 that school year. Some students did actually admit to the part that they played. One boy said, "Yeah, I was the one who brought the boombox that day for a dance party in the bathroom." But then he went on to say, "I did it because there's nothing to do, no fun activities at lunch anymore." So this helped us begin to understand the needs in the group, and it came out that the teachers who used to run the noontime lunch activities were angry at the school principal, so they were refusing to coordinate the lunchtime events anymore. The only activities that were happening were cheerleaders dancing, which only appealed to a small group of the students, and it left a lot of other kids feeling like they weren't valued or really a part of the school community. Agreements were made to resume lunchtime activities that were more inclusive by having students from the circle form a committee. The director of operations and the school administrators invited the students to join them on a walkthrough of the school to see what could be done to improve the overall cleanliness of the campus. Some of the students responsible for the vandalism volunteered to stand with the campus supervisors and help monitor the bathrooms during lunch on a rotating schedule. The vandalism that had plagued the school for nearly a year came to a complete halt as each group began to follow through with their commitments and became a community once again. One thing that we want to remember is that we need to regularly hold classroom circles in order to build community. And through regular circles, students build relationships with their teachers and with each other. They understand and care about how their behavior impacts the people around them. And once you've built community, when issues arise like this one, you can use circles to help address problems and repair harm. If you'd like a copy of the vandalism script that I wrote for this, I'll post it on my website for a few weeks for you to download for free. I change those resources up regularly, so make sure you check back. If you're new here, make sure and give me a thumbs up and share with a friend, and don't forget to click subscribe to join our amazing community of educators who are growing restorative practices in their schools.